Hello and welcome everyone. I am Linda Israel and thank you so very much for being here at my live stream on YouTube. I go live every Monday at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time unless I'm on vacation or something else comes up, but generally I'm live or I have a premiere video that you can come and watch. If you're watching this as a replay after the live stream has ended and you're on a computer, you can look for the little gear at the bottom of the screen and change the speed. If you're on a mobile device, generally the three little dots at the top, you can use those to change the playback speed to get through it a little faster, because generally my live streams last around 2 to 2.5 hours. I want to thank Robin for being my moderator and administrator and note taker throughout the live stream. She is generally my one right-hand woman, if you will, and I am so thankful to have her. She also is an administrator of the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. Occasionally, if she's not available, one of the other administrators will come over and help me, or a friend will help me moderate the video today. If you have questions, please feel free to put those in all caps and I'll do my best to answer those questions. If I don't see it, please ask again. Or if you know the answer to somebody's question, please answer it. Hey, if you have a YouTube channel, please feel free to share with us by saying, hey, I have a YouTube channel and this is what I do on it. You won't be able to share a link, but you can at least talk about your YouTube channel. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you are having a great day, let us know. But honestly, we don't want the negative, what is going on in the world right now, because we are here to escape that, to be inspired, to be friendly, and have some fun. During the live stream, you have an opportunity to earn junk bucks. You can type !bucks to see how many that you have once Junkie Joe is up, because this is preliminary and I've pre-recorded this. Once you have 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem those by typing a word and you can get a $10 off coupon to my shop. How do you earn junk bucks? Just by being here, chatting with us. So make sure that you speak up in the chat so that Junkie Joe registers that you're here, and by playing the in-chat games, and then also whenever you make donations. Occasionally I have raffles. In fact, right now there should be Junkie Joe coming up. You can type !raffle just as that says, and you can enter the raffle to win 200 junk bucks. If you make a donation during my live stream, do go over to my website at lindaisrael.com. You can see the name scrolling across the bottom here, and create a user account. Once you've created a user account on my website, make sure that you use the contact me form and say, hey, my name is on YouTube and I donated, and then I can get you added to the YouTube donator membership on my website. What does that do? Well, a member of my website in the YouTube donator membership gets 5% off orders in my shop, gets several digital downloads for free, and during the live stream when you donate, you get a chance to win the journal that I raffle off at the very end. Throughout the live stream, I will have different raffles giving away prizes. If you will type !raffle when you see those come up, then you can have a chance to win those items. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Thank you so much for being here today. When the video is over, come back and leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about today's video, or if you have questions and you're watching this as a replay, use that comment section down below. Also, look in the description box to links to the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, as well as by Linda Israel, my Instagram, Twitter, my website, and generally I try to update the products that I use, and those links are in the description box as well. All right, well, let's get started. Hello, hello, hello. I think we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing? I hope that you are having a great Monday. I've been busy here trying to get things ready for the live stream today. I've had a busy week. How about you? I don't know, just kind of so many things that have to be done, it seems like, and there's never enough hours in the day. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I'm thankful that you're able to hang out with me here today. All right, so I have a bunch of leftover bits and pieces from different kits. Some of them are from my subscription boxes that I've offered over the years, and I have kind of picked a few things of those out. I had some new kits from Calico Collage. This is one of her newer kits, and it has an old-timey red Christmas truck in it, and I've just forgotten the name because it's a brand new kit to me, and I thought it was kind of pretty. What else? I don't know, just trying to get ready. Yeah, Robin had to work today. She's been working part-time for an online business, and she is busy today helping them. All right, so I think I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I think I'll put these over here. These are all like fussy cut pieces, rubber stamped images. I've even got some chipboard pieces. And what I just did was I took some chipboard piece that had been painted white, and then I used my Versamark embossing ink pad and smooshed it on top of the chipboard. Then I dipped it into my gold detailed embossing powder, and I thought I would just place it on the front of this little folio type thing that I made. It's just scrapbook paper. You know, I'm trying to use up some of the things that I have. So maybe if you have some scrapbook paper, 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, you could use that. What I did was I cut it to be, I think it's 7 inches tall. Yeah, 7 inches tall. And then I scored it at 4.5, or maybe even 4 3/4. 4 3/4. 4 3/4. And then I scored it again at 4 3/4. So I end up with this little piece here. All right, ruler. Why is it that things get shifted and then I can't see? There it is. And then that makes this little piece, almost 2.5 inches. You know, maybe it's 2 and, what is that? Oh, it is 2.5 inches. Right there. And I just folded it over, and I've just, so far, have cut a piece of cardstock that had a pretty pattern to put on the inside. So I thought I would take this Merry Christmas and glue that on the front. So we have this real pretty little piece here. Okay, if you haven't already, get into the raffle. And thank you, Diane, for being here. I greatly appreciate you for being here and hanging out with me and helping. I greatly appreciate it. Well, I just see it once, so I think if you're getting repeats, Julie, you need to refresh, because I only see it once. Thank you, Margie. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Margie, for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. You are so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm just going to take some Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm going to put little dots of glue on the back side here. Like so. We're going to hope that my computer doesn't freeze up today. We're going to pray that it cooperates and doesn't cause any issues whatsoever. So I'm going to take this little piece. I'm kind of just using my fingers to move the glue around, and then place that right here. Kind of smoosh it into place. The glue, since it's Aleene's tacky glue, will dry clear. I can kind of clean up some of it, but as long as I don't stick anything on top of it that could adhere itself to the glue, it won't be a problem once it's dry. But isn't that kind of pretty, putting that on there? All right, so while we're doing that, I didn't put anything on the inside here, so let's look at all of these little goodies that I have here. I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in several months. And I went to Hobby Lobby Saturday. Oh my gosh, what a zoo. It was insane. But they had this set of stickers that was normally $1.99, and it was all 60% off. And so I got it for 80 cents. So I was like, oh, I like those. I think they're kind of pretty and kind of lend themselves to be used next year if I want. Okay, dumb typos. He's stuttering, he's passing out lots of junk bucks. Well, thank you so much, Diane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I don't see. Starting out right, I see. Whoop, whoop, she won, she won. Okay, so I think maybe I'll put this kind of a little corner thing. I did use the Christmas Dreams stencil in the background. You can get that stencil set. It was part of the Christmas Dreams subscription box, and I sold out of them. So I went ahead and made it available. Oh, that turned out pretty. As an option in my shop. Do we want a little, how about a little phrase? This says, Santa Claus is coming to town. These are some of Norella's little fussy cut things, and I've had these that I've cut out over the years since I've known Norella. I've known Norella now since 2017. I think that's right. And so I've got even more, so there's more fussy cuts in here. I saw that I had these little pieces. I've got some from the Royal Peacock Christmas, some words. There's some more there. So I'm trying to use as much of these as I can. And I did really well when I went to Hobby Lobby. I just bought the stickers. I bought 2 pieces of fabric. Oh, some dye. And I'm almost out of my tulip dimensional glitter paint. And I bought that while I was there just so I would have it. All right, so I like that. I got a little bit of embossing powder on here. Do I want to put something on front of here? I have some of these from Norella that I guess I printed them. I don't know if they're printed with my laser printer back in the day when I was using my laser printer, or if it's printed on inkjet. I think that might look kind of pretty, just putting it on there. I hate to cover up that red Christmas ornament, but that would be a nice little touch, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. I guess he is glitching. I don't know why. He's not open twice that I can tell. Nope, he's not open twice. Oh wait, maybe he is open twice. That's what's going on. Hang on, let me see if I can get the second one to close. All right, so if I go like this, let's close that one and say yes. All right, I guess he was glitching. All right, let's see. Okay, 2 different rewards. That's weird. I fixed it. I closed one. It must have started twice when I opened it. So it should fix itself now. We should only have one now. It should be fine now. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Let me make sure that the giveaway is still. Nope, it is not. Reset. Yes. Let's go here. 200. Junk. All right, so I had to restart the giveaway. All right. We should be better now. All right, I like that. That's kind of cute. I don't think I need anything else on the front. That's all I'm going to put on there. So I've made a page earlier. So this is one of Norella's digital images, and I stitched fabric down the edge. I glue it and then kind of mush it into the glue to make it a ruffle, and then I stitch it. And then on the other side, I made kind of a Franken page in a way. These were some Tattered Angel pages that I painted with Tattered Angels and just regular, what is this? Kind of a linen text weight paper, and it's hard to tell on this camera, but it's actually green. So if I put a white piece, it's a pale, pale, pale green. And so I've been using this up. I bought it a long time ago for like $3 a ream or something. So I've been trying to use it a little at a time. And I sprayed it with Tattered Angels. And then I wanted lines. And so I have the Flourished Journal lines. It's 2 stamps. You get the frame and then you get the lines, so you can stamp them together or you can split them. And all I did was I just stamped it, and now that looks like notebook paper, in my opinion. So it's a way to use up some of that other paper. Love the Christmas paper. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is one of Norella's digital downloads here. This is from this is a scrapbook paper. This is from the Christmas Wishes kit. It's one of the full pages that you can get in the kit. Remember, you can get that as a digital download. I do have a few of the subscription boxes left, so if you want one of those, you can definitely still get it. This was a gel print, and apparently I made a bunch of these a long time ago. So these are all little triangles that were squares that I cut in half. So if you kind of look, they were square. That necessarily was the match. And then I added little strips of paper to the back so that this could be a little corner pocket. I started this before the live, and I thought this guy could go between the pages. So I just stitched this so that I could have a pocket here. I think we need a little something up here. I'm trying to, again, use up some of this stuff. Oh, I have the word journal. I think that would look good up there at the top. Let's put that down. You love the fabric edge, Heather. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am very behind in getting out prizes. I hope to do that this week. That's my goal. My camera didn't work, and I use it to take pictures of all my journals that I make before I send them off. So I finally got my camera going again by buying new batteries. So now I can take pictures, and then I'll be able to mail them off. Yeah, go ahead and enter the raffle now. Join the raffle. I had to restart it. All right, so let's see. This is a chipboard piece. I don't know if this is from Merry Little Christmas or if this is from Christmas Dreams, because I had some chipboard pieces. You can get some chipboard pieces that I have as a set if you want some of those. If I didn't already add the Christmas Dreams set, I will get that added so that you guys and gals can order that if you want. All right, so we put journal over here. Oh, how about this? This says naughty or nice. This is some of Norella's little words. I decided to put them all in a little Ziploc bag so I could find them. How about that? Naughty or nice? We'll glue that down. Or should we put it up there? What do you think? Up at the top or below? I'm trying to look here. I kind of like it below. I mean, I'm looking at the camera because sometimes, you know, when you look at it this way, it looks different. So if you're ever trying to figure out if something's going to work, lay it out. Don't glue it yet. Take a picture, then look at the picture and see if it looks right to you in the photo. And sometimes I'll do that and I'm like, wait, I did that. That's not something that I found on the internet. That's something that I did. I think it goes down here. See? Santa stopped up your chimney. Oh dear. Okay, you didn't get the email? All right, so I will check to see. You'll have to look to see if it comes from linda.a.israel@gmail.com. I'll resend it. All right, let's go like that. I got an order for some rubber stamps, so that means I'm going to be cutting some rubber stamps this week. which means if you want rubber stamps that are the ones that I make, get your order in like today or tomorrow so I can get the sheet put together, because it takes me like a week normally to get enough to put on a sheet to make the rubber stamps, because it takes a whole day for the laser to cut the sheet of rubber stamps. So please put your order in. All right, so over here, this was a little notepad that I made. I used some Junior Legal notepad paper. So Junior Legal, all right, what's going on back behind me? Notepad paper. Get my words out today because they're tongue-tied. Thank you, Diane. Okay, good, you have me in there. Sometimes, for some reason, they don't go through, and I don't understand why. So I stenciled these with different Christmas and some of my subscription box stencils. This is one of my gel prints that I made a digital download, and I think if you do Christmas gel print, you'll find it. And if you are a regular donator here on my YouTube, then you should be in my YouTube donators membership on my website, so you'll get free digital downloads. And I think, don't hold me to it, but I think this one's included. If it's not, I may update it so that it is. So I thought this would be cute. Gotta put my notepad back where it belongs, in here. Okay, so that's one page set, so that when I put another page in here, we've got a really nice little look here. All right, words are hard today. I agree. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Connie. So glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. All right, so what else do I have here? I haven't decorated this one yet. Looks like I don't have anything in the pockets. This is another same concept. I just basically took a book page and I cut these two pieces that are, I think they're 4 inches wide-ish. And then I did some 1-inch strips around the edge. And this is 2 different patterns. So there's a pattern here, and then there's a different pattern here, which is a great way to kind of collage a paper if you like. Some people like the torn look. I like using my stitching, so stitching on there. All right, so we've got this guy. I just saw, this is the poinsettia and this is the holly leaf. So what if we did something, I'm trying to decide how this looks. Maybe something like that, where you kind of see the green popping out at the bottom over there. Oh, and I have this. I wonder if it would look okay. This was a die cut. It looks like it got a little bent, but it was a die cut that I made. And I hate to cover up all of that. So maybe what we'll do, I may find a piece of paper. Oh, did y'all see this in the group? My dauber, my distressing tool, has a tendency to roll off the table. So I put little blings on either side. So now when it falls on my desk, it doesn't roll all the way off. I know that Jennifer blinged hers to the hilt. So you could check it out inside the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. You know, I decided I'm going to save him for later. Let's put the little gnome up there and we'll do the poinsettia down here. I feel like I'm out of space. Let's move a few things. I think during the live last week, I showed y'all that I put everything into baskets and trays to kind of help make it easier for me to find things on my desk and to kind of keep everything organized a little better. I think that works better, getting that out of the way. So I think that's what I'll do, is put them like that. I'm trying to get over here so you can see it. All right, so let's glue this down. So I think what I'll do is glue this in the corner. I stamped it with gold embossing powder on some green paper. And I just like how that looks. Kind of gives that little piece of green going on. Yes, that's green glimmer mist. That was green. It is from the Christmas Wishes set. I kind of mixed the colors together, spraying them. What I did was I sprayed it, and then I took another piece of paper and laid it on top so it would kind of mop it up, and then I sprayed it some more, and so it kind of gets that multi-color, watercolory look. Yeah, that was green glimmer mist, 2 different colors from the Christmas Wishes Tattered Angels. And I think it may say that I don't have any left, but I know I have a couple left. I'm meeting a lady Wednesday. She's getting a set. I think I may have 2 left, but my shop doesn't say that. Okay, I like that. And what else do we have here? We have Christmas. I think this is the stamp that says Christmas Defined Now, the annual Christian festival celebrating Christ's birth held on December 25th in the Western Church. Okay. Yes, you go crazy. You did go crazy with the bling. You could probably sell some of those, Jennifer. It's a good way to use up your bling. Okay, I like that. And let's put something over here. Ah, 'tis the reason for the season. So it doesn't really show up there, but it does look pretty good. He's the reason for the season. So let's put that down here at the bottom. Yeah, the words can't keep up with my speed today. I'm talking too fast. Have you ever had that, where you're trying to talk, but your thoughts are faster than your words can come out? Okay, that's kind of cute. All right, so I have 2 spots here that I need something for. I have another one of these scrapbook papers. I've already scored it, and I think what I want to do is add some stenciling in here. So I'm going to look at my stencils. This is from the Christmas Dream stencil set. I'm going to pop that back in here. Oh, let's use the holly leaf stencil. I like that one. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, so let me find my scrapple paper. All right, so the holly leaf stencil, I'm only going to come to this portion. I don't have to do all the way over here because this is going to fold over. It has kind of like faux holly berries in between. So let's see if we can do something here. Let me grab mowed lawn. Sometimes colors that you get for others times can also be used for Christmas. All right, so I'm just kind of going where I can see the leaves are lightly. I'm not doing it really dark. Okay. And I'm using these, they're makeup brushes, but the craft industry has found them, and I've picked them up for relatively inexpensive prices on Amazon. All right, so we got that one. I'm going to put this away and grab my fired brick, and I think this is my red. So now I'm going to go where the berries are. It may not be perfect, but you could take a pen and really work tracing the images if you like. Just a hint. I'm trying to be real light-handed so that it doesn't distract from the edge. Well, that looks kind of cute. You see the pattern there? All right, I'm gonna clean my hands off because every time I touch Distress inks, I get all over my hands. I found if I keep my hands clean while I work, keeps me from putting fingerprints where I don't need them, and I try to keep hand lotion on my desk And I found that if I keep my hands moisturized, that when I am finished for the day and I go wash my hands, it all comes out. So if you ever have a problem with really dirty fingers and you can't seem to get the inks off of it, keep your hands moisturized. All right, so I got that. How about, I've got this little red, it's not red, it's chipboard, but I think that would look really cute. Now, let's see, can I find, do I want to just do it all in gold? Or I do have some red glitter embossing powder. Let's try that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean off this. I've got my Versamark watermark stamp pad. Use your embossing pad. Mine, whenever I know I'm going to do something that's kind of dirty, I use my dirty ink pad. I have a clean one if I know I want to stamp and it be clear, or maybe it's, you know, got glitter in it or something like that, but I don't want to see the ink color underneath. I do have one of those. So I'm going to take this and smush it on the chipboard a few different times. Okay. Okay. I'm going to flip this over and we'll take my embossing powder. Okay. And I'm going to grab my tweezers here. I think I missed the spot. Okay. Trying not to mess it up. I think I missed a spot, so I'm gonna, there we go. Let's take this and put it back in here. Oh, I want to keep that. Put my embossing powder back. Put the ink pad away. It's all glittery. All right, so I'm putting it on this piece of paper because my mat underneath is not heat resistant. I'm so confuzzled today. You love it? Red glitter embossing powder. Yeah! It's glittery, let me tell you. I inherited, or was gifted, a bunch of embossing powder a couple of years back. One of my friends, her mother was a craft hoarder, and she was living in like a 3-bedroom house, and one bedroom was full from floor to ceiling of craft supplies. And so she moved into a 1-bedroom apartment and basically abandoned a whole bunch of craft supplies. So I went over there and I found this little tub. I don't know, do I want to put that on the front of embossing powder? So I took it. Do we want to put it there or on the front? Energy. I do have my, what's a little bit left of my eggnog latte, coffee latte. Instead of using creamer, I use eggnog. It's got a little bit more calories in it. All right, I kind of like that. I think I'm just going to put this on here. Well, you do know that by the time I'm done with this live stream, I'm exhausted. Try to be on for a few hours and it wears you out. Inside, all right, Giovanna said, so Giovanna says inside and Jennifer says outside. So let's see, we got there. Hey, Ruby Lily, I put glue on it. Hurry up. Which way do we want to go? Inside or outside? You know, I may have something else we could use Let me look. I'm looking in my little bin. Apparently I put my heat tool down on it or something because I melted the bag. What else do I have in here? Oh, I have a Christmas ornament looking thing. Connie says in size. You get tired watching? Oh dear. I have an idea for the outside. Okay, so what if we did this and I did it with green embossing powder and it's a little Christmas tree. All right, so we're gonna do the inside. All right, so I'm gonna put that down. Then I'm gonna look. I know I have some green. Yes, I have some green glitter embossing powder. We're just gonna glitter it up, let me tell you. All right, what'd I do that piece of paper? Okay, this is the wet side. So now I'm gonna take this same, I paint all my chipboard pieces when I can with ivory or white acrylic paint. That helps a lot if you're going to put another color over the top of it. That color would be true to the color. If you don't paint it and you try to put a color, it's gonna have a brown undertone to it because of the chipboard color. All right, I think I got that pretty good. Flip this over again and let's just do this. Yes. This is a different kind of green. Okay, I like that. All right, so I'm gonna put this away. Okay. Close up the embossing powder so I don't have a big mess. Oh, I touched it. I touched it. You try not to touch it. Ah, then I drop it, but I think we got it. All right, let's lay it back down here. Now let's heat it up. We may have to do a second coat. More glitter! May have to do a second coat. Sometimes if you touch it by accident, it will move and some of that powder would fall off. Now remember, when you're doing embossing powder, don't put your face right over it. I don't care what brand it is, you don't need to be breathing it in. If you're gonna do a whole lot, like one year I did 200 anniversary invitations for a customer, and I did not wear a mask and I ended up with a sinus infection. Actually, that looks pretty good. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is grab my Distress ink. You don't want to touch it right away. It is still hot. And I'm going to round the edge real fast. All right, so what if, get the excess powder off, we put this on the front, and I have a little hole in the top, so maybe, I think I saw some ribbon here. So I put a lot of my ribbons into a Ziploc bag. No, that's the wrong shape, but I thought I saw, I have this ribbon. I think that'll be pretty. So what I'm going to do is cut a little piece of this and see if I can't stick it through that hole. It may not work, but we'll try it. It's a tight, tight fit. Try not to break it. Yeah, it may not work. No, it's not thin enough. Okay, so let me see if I can find a thinner one. See if we have something else in here. I have this ribbon. It might slide through easier, and you'll be able to see it because it's bright red. You know, sometimes. Okay, so I have an idea for the December challenge. I just haven't executed it yet to make a video because I've been so busy. So I'm hoping that I can spend some time. I thought I was going to be able to do it Saturday, but I ended up working up at the shop for a little bit. So I'm going to try to do that this week. I think I like that. I may put it down a little lower. So my challenge was going to get you some business envelopes that have a window in them. I can kind of show you my concept. Let's see. I kind of was laying out some papers here. Is this the one? There it is. Okay. So my idea was that you basically kind of cover all around and leave the window, and then behind it you have some images in the window, and then you seal it shut, and then you make this into an envelope that loads from the top. So anyhow, I've got a tutorial idea that I'm going to put together. I've just laid out some papers that I thought I could use, but I didn't get it executed today. All right, I think I'm just going to go to the sewing machine and stitch across here. Oh no! Lamb hit the floor. This is the sewing cam lamb. And what I'm going to do is just kind of stitch across here just to keep those together and not put a knot in here. No, not going to do it. Yes, and I was sick too. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so let's go here. Did Margie win? She did. She won some junk bucks. All right, so I've got regular sewing machine, regular needle. All my goal here is just to kind of add a couple of stitches. So when I glue it down, it has the little stitches across the top there. All right, so let's go back. The Christmas ornaments, I think we were going to do that. Where's my phone? I got to look at the date. What date? What date was that, calendar? I would think by the 26th, you know, because that would still be in December and it would be a live that I would have here that you could send those. So you've got till the 26th of January, or December, not January, December. Lambalanche. Thank you, Giovanna, for that little lamb. I greatly appreciate it. I'm thinking I'm just going to put it right in the middle. I was going to put it at the top, but I kind of like it in the middle. Now, do I want to put something behind? Maybe. I saw, let me see here. Do we want a different shade of green, or should it be red? I don't see a red, but I saw a piece of red paper. And where are my punches? I put them in a box and moved them. So give me just a moment while I go grab a circle punch. All right, so I went and got a circle punch so we can decide if we like the red or if we like the green. And I think we're going to like the red. Put that back over here. I think that looks better with the red. Lambalanche. Poor little lamb. I know he hit the floor, but I got him. I picked him up off the floor. He didn't stay there. The punches are on the floor though. Okay, let's put this over here. So let's glue that right behind. So if you get these chipboard pieces and you're like, what do I do with them, Linda? And I said, well, glue them. Oh, I didn't even put that much glue on there. Glue them, paint them, use embossing powder. Well, that looks cute. We missed you, Julie. You came back. All right, so I'm just going to go in and put some glue on the back side of this chipboard piece. Thank you, Terry, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's put this right here in the middle and smoosh it down. Okay. You still have time to get a $10 off coupon. All right, I like that. I put the little birdie inside there. And how about deck the halls? We'll just put that up here. Now we need a little card or something to go in the pouch, pocket. I think, thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was trying to see if I had, I've got a piece of red cardstock. It's a different shade of red, but I like it. This is kind of a linen textured paper. I'll use my corner chomper. Ah! Stuff is falling. The sky is falling. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to make all that noise. All right, I'm just going to round the corners. My crocodile. And let's add some distress inks. All right. What have y'all been working on? Thank you, Margie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all been working on some fun stuff? You're waiting till the next sub box is near here and order some things. Oh, gotcha, Julie. And save on shipping. Thank you so much, everybody, for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, if you make a donation during the live stream, that gets you into the membership that I offer on my website. And you get discounts on items that I offer, as well as some free digital downloads. And then the day of the live stream, you get, I kind of like that, you get a chance to win the journal that I'm making. Okay, we got Santa Baby. He needs something else though, doesn't he? I've got a little tray. I was showing y'all this last week that I basically have a little basket here that I've put a few things in. You know, that kind of looks neat with that green behind there. What do you think? Maybe we need a little something that we could put behind the Santa Baby. I could, let me see, I thought I had a piece of green cardstock and we could punch, this might be one, nope, not big enough, not big enough, but I thought I saw a whole bunch of green cardstock. Here we go. So I put things in my basket so it's easier. Oh, that's sweet. I hope that she enjoys that. Okay, so now I need my punch. So this is just an old McGill tab punch. And what I'm going to do is slide this in here. Let's go this way. And then I've got an acrylic block that I'm going to put on top so I can push and get the punch. I'm going to do one more. Might as well. I put it on the edge. Okay. And I talked about this in the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. You know, you got a little piece. If you only have a small piece and you can't get it into your punch, glue another piece of paper onto it, and then it kind of gives you a little handle that you can work with. So I'm just, thankfully I still had a little piece, so I'm punching these so I'll have them. Who knows, I may need them. Used up that whole scrap. I'll throw that away. Some of you may keep it. I have too many other things to keep. All right, so let's grab the distress ink and let's see what we can do here. I think adding that distress ink on there makes that kind of pretty. I don't think I have any on this green, so let's add some on the sides that you can see. Kind of like that. Do we want it from the top? My thought was Santa Baby could be glued onto the tab, and then we'll put the tab at the top. Yeah, it's a nice punch, Jennifer. I've had that punch, I know, 20 years, at least. And it's hard to imagine, but I started my papercraft journey back in the 90s. I used to make greeting cards, and I used to sell them. And then I got into making altered books and journals. And I stopped for a while, and I continued with the greeting cards. And then I started making the junk journals. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is glue this. Kind of slide that up. So I have tons of papercraft tools that I have accumulated over the years. So always be on the lookout. You know, you never know where you might find a scrapbook, papercraft tool. You might look at garage sales and estate sales and thrift stores. All right. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, good girl. Get rid of the tiny scraps. Exactly. I don't need them. But I know some people who will keep them. They have like a little bin that they'll have on their desk. And as they create them, they just kind of pop it down in there. You are welcome to do that. I think I'm going to put it right in the center. I was going to put it off to one side, but when you put it in the pockets, you won't see it. So I think the center will be good. Let's just glue that on there. Kind of add a little glue, somewhat center it, kind of eyeball it. Santa Baby. I think I can use something else. I wonder, how about this little poinsettia sticker? That looks kind of cute. It also helps me use up the stickers that I had to have. All right, get in there. All right, that's cute. So we've got that on the front. And you have the black back if you want to add photographs or something like that. So let's put that in here. I'm gonna have to hurry if I'm going to get this journal done. I think, what else do I have here? I saw a Christmas card earlier. You know, I wonder if that would fit. It will fit in there. Okay. So it was a card that someone sent to me. I found a whole bunch of cards, and I still had some of the envelopes, and they were dated 1996. So this looks like I may have taped it on a wall. So I'm just removing that tape. You can see the tape here, but you know what? I just saw this piece of fabric. What if I kind of glued that over the top? So I'll put a little drops of glue here, and we'll glue that right here. So it kind of sticks over. All right, so it says Jenny there. So do we want to, wishing you a Christmas fill with all your favorite things. Let's go ahead and add some distress inks, and then I'll think about, do I want to add a pocket or just cover up where Jenny signed it? And I could put a pocket or another piece of paper. Maybe we'll put a piece of paper on the back so it covers up this so you can write on it. Okay, so what could we put down here? I've got just this little snowflake. We could put that there. I've got, that's too big. That's too big. Let's see what else we have in my little pile here. I have a gingerbread man, but I think he won't cover up. No, I think we're gonna do the snowflake. I think we're going to do the snowflake. And I'm going to put it dead center. How's that? All right. All right, I didn't see. What's everybody working on? I'm trying to decide if I want to do another Christmas journal next week or if I want to switch it up and kind of do an eclectic, maybe floral type journal. I need to do some gel printing because I have that need in my soul that I need to do some gel printing. So I'm trying to decide, do I do gel printing? Do we do Christmas or do we do eclectic? So I'm asking you now, speak up in the chat, tell me what you would like to see next week. All right, so for the back, I saw some more paper over here, my dear. I saw some more paper over here. Let's see what else I've got. I think I have, I have a piece of brown paper sack. This is a smaller piece and it's wrinkled and it has printing on one side. So I'm thinking, what if I were to cut that to fit on the back here, and then we have additional writing space and it covers up this. I think I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is measure my card. Dad had a whole lot of Christmas card. Aw. Oh, cool. So you took them home and now you have them and you can use them. All right, I'm just going to kind of cut this so it's straight. And then we'll cut off a little bit here. All right, so now what I need is, I want this to be, let's do 4.5 inches. So we'll do 4.5, and that should be tall enough. And then I want it to be, how tall? Probably, that's 6.25. I think that would be good. So I'm just going to trim this and see how that looks. So that was a paper sack that I put on there. Let's add some distressings to it. Maybe we can stamp on it. Great at typos. I think I am too. I think I am too. All right. I know it's going to cover up the little fabric piece, but I kind of like that that's sticking out. So what can we put on here or stamp on there? You know what? Let's stamp some lines. Why not? So this is the journal line stamp. Now it'll be in from the edge just a little bit, so I'm going to ink it up, stamp it. Now when you're stamping, you want to hold your stamp in place and let that ink transfer to your paper. You don't wobble your stamp, you just stamp it straight up and down. No quick delete. Sometimes embarrassing one, yeah. Oh, I've done that. How about a New Year's journal? Jennifer, I don't do New Year's journals. I really don't. I've done them in the past. They're just not my cup of tea. I feel lost trying to do a New Year's journal. So it starts out like a planner, if you will. I don't know. That's an idea, but... All right, anybody else? Let's see. Thanks so much. Trying to see if anybody else has said brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Ding dong. Okay, I like that. How's that look? That kind of give you some writing space on there. Now, do we want... You know, why not? We have this little sewing lamb and he's lonely over here to the side. So we have to get him on camera. I know. Okay, so no New Year's journal. A pet journal, kitties and doggos. So I see you're saying make one themed around pets. I don't know. That might be something I can do after the new year so that I have time to collect some stuff. I really don't have a lot of cat or dog things. I have some cat rubber stamps. I think I might want to make a few dog rubber stamps. So that's a good idea. Let me write on my list. I'm making a list of stamps I'm going to be making. I'm going to say dogs. I just made some new stamps. I haven't put all, I think I put them on there. I've got the days of the, oh, I'm sitting here trying to show y'all. I got the days of the weeks, and I have remember, reminder, plans, schedule, goals, notes, tasks, and memo. These are 3 different sets that I just put in my shop. And then I've got a list that I want to make some more. Can y'all see that? So if you have some planner type rubber stamps you would like to see in my shop, let me know. All right, let's stitch this. The stitching is purely decorative. I like adding them, especially since I spent so much on this sewing machine back in, I can't remember if I got it in 2014 or 2015. I had an old machine that I had all for 20 some odd years, and I asked Henry, I said, I'd like to buy a new machine. It's probably going to be in the $500 to $600 range. And he's like, okay, well, go start looking, start doing your research. So I did some research, and I went to the local sewing machine sales and repair shop in Oklahoma City that everybody loves. And I talked to the ladies there, and I said, this is what I want to do. This is what I want it to have, which is I wanted it to have an auto needle threader and an auto thread cutter. And I got those. All right, so this is kind of a glossy paper. I'm going to add some Fabri-Tac glue with my Aleene's. Just going to put some glue on there. Put this back over here. All right, let's glue this down. All right, so we had a cat and dog journal. Well, that would be something I think I want to wait until after the first of the year so I could get some rubber stamps put together. What else you got? What other ideas you have? This will be your time to speak up. Get my bone folder. Raffle time. All right, y'all into the raffle if you haven't already. Thank you so very much, Diane, for reminding me. I gotta grab a prize. I gotta find a prize over here in my pile. Let's see. Be merry and bright. I think I'm going to put that right there. Okay. All right, so we have a Christmas card. We could add something. How about December 25th? I kind of like that in the corner, just so that it alters it just a little bit. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Y'all get in the raffle. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. I did them myself. Jennifer, did you ever buy that other kit? How did it turn out? I haven't heard you say anything. How about a winter journal? That might be something, because I have the Winter's Bliss kit, and I know Norella has a couple of winter kits. I might be able to get those downloaded and printed. That's a thought. That's a thought. Okay. All right, how's that? I like it. So we altered a Christmas card and created some writing space over here just by using the inside of the card, and then by covering up the back with a paper sack. And then this whole thing, wait, it's going to go over here. We'll pop into this pocket. All right, so I got 2 made. So where are we now? Okay, I want this one. And this one's already done. Okay, so we're getting there. Okay. Trying to watch my time. Yeah, you were thinking summer, Julie. I know, I'm so ready because beach. I'm going to be going on a cruise really soon. So I've been thinking about beach myself. Okay, I think we're going to dig in here. All right. So let's pick a winner of the 200 junk bucks. And that winner is the Mrs. Edmondson. You got 200 junk bucks coming your way. All right, we're going to reset that. And it's funny because her name came up. So we're going to do a little, this looks like a sunflower thankful. We'll just call it thankful. Thankful bundle of goodies from the Mrs. Edmond. I don't think I spelled that right. E-D-M-O-N-S-O-N. Sometimes I wish I could hear you yell at me. All right, so the next raffle. Jennifer gave me a bunch of little goodies, so it's going to be a surprise because I'm not going to take it out. It looks like she's got little embellishments / maybe cards, little journal cards. Looks like maybe something that's paper clipped together. It could even be an altered paper clip. So lots of little goodies. Has sunflowers, says thankful, kind of fallish. So that will be our next prize. I appreciate Jennifer passing those along. I love them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so y'all into the raffle. I'm getting hot now. You're very welcome. So here is another journal page. I believe this is from A Christmas Dream. And I've started adding stuff to the inside. During the live stream last week, we made this pocket. And then I made these journal cards. And then we kind of made some tags with fluff because Robin liked fluffy tags. So this should fit back down. Come on now. I took it out of the same pocket, so it should go right back in to the pocket. It's like sometimes I have to fight myself. Really? Why aren't you going back in there? What are you hanging up on? Because I know it fits. It came out of there. What am I doing wrong here? There. Jeez, it was a tight fit. So these were some pieces of paper that I made into tag shapes and added some fabric. Okay. I've already made a card last week. Took a Christmas card, and I didn't show y'all during the live, but I did this afterwards. I took a piece of coffee dyed paper and I attached a piece of fabric. I stamped it with the mistletoe in the corner and I stitched around the outside edges. And so this fits at the top of that little Christmas card that I glued to a piece of sheet music. Okay. And then on this side, I put some more coffee dyed paper and then rubber stamped. So that gives us some more writing space. Right there. And then over here, let's see. Oh, I made a journal card. Took some 5x7 cardstock that's printed. Put a little bit of sheet music down the side. This is one of Norella's images here. This is scrapbook paper. Then I had some cardstock printed paper. And then this is one of Norella's graph papers. And then I found this little tab. Actually, it fell on the floor. And I was like, oh, let me see that. And it was red. And I thought, well, I'll use it. And then I put the to-do list. So I thought that would be kind of cute on the front. And then you've got the whole back. And here I stamped the snowflakes around the edges. And then this is one of Norella's little words. Snowflakes are kisses from heaven. All right, so I'm going to pop that in here. And this is the other side. So what I did was, I've showed y'all the corners earlier. I have another Christmas card here that will fit down in here. I like doing that so you could see the card, having it on the corners. But I thought what we would do, hopefully quickly, is decorate the inside. So I started, in fact, this is from the same lady. I had three Christmas cards, 2 were identical that I had from her in my stash, and I thought it was really funny. So I stenciled over here. This is from the Christmas Wishes stencil. And then I cut some papers that I thought we could use on the other side. So this was a pocket that I made a couple of weeks back that I thought would look really cute right here. So I'm going to glue that into place. What are you doing, Hercules? I thought I heard him move. He must be walking around. I did throw him outside before the live stream. And I don't mean I threw him outside. I opened the door and said, go out. Well, you wish heaven would stop kissing you? Well, don't stand out in the snow. All right. And then I made whenever I made that, I made this little note card that I thought would be cute because it fits right there. But there's still a spot in the back. Aha. So this was a paper sack that I stenciled. And then I used one of Norella's little images. So I thought I'd put that over here. And then let's flip this over. Oh, and then there's tape right here again. So I've got another little piece of paper this time that I thought would be cute if I put that over the top. So since it is tape, I didn't get it all off. I'm going to use some Heaven Can Keep It snowflakes, Margie says. Whoop whoop, Creative Nana, you've won a bunch of jump bucks today, lady. All right, so let's put this right here. That kind of just covers that up. All right, so now we got the back. Well, it's not very straight, Linda. Get it straight. And I wanted to cover up where it said the brand of the card. So I cut a couple of pieces of paper. These were where I had started a Franken page and I ended up trimming it down, and this was a piece that was left over. So I just trimmed it to be the width of the card by about 1.5 inches tall. And I thought what I would do is glue one down here and then glue another one up a little higher so that you had a multi-tiered pocket. How's that? So it's not necessarily visible from the front when you're looking at it because you'll see the pretty Christmas card. And then when you pull it out, then you have all this additional writing space. All right, so we'll put this down here, like so. And then we'll glue this one up. Hey, Elizabeth, hello, hello. You'll be watching, Nadia, are you working, lady? Thanks for stopping in. I thank you to everybody for stopping in. Even if you can't chat, I understand. Maybe you're working or taking care of a loved one or something. But speak up once at least and say, hey, I'm here. Well, I'll say, okay, awesome. All right, I have these cards. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, let's put that right about there. I have Merry Christmas, so I thought I'd put that there. And this is one of Norella's, I think she has a whole sheet of postage, faux postage, Christmas postage. And so instead of printing it as it is, which is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, I told my printer to select, I did 4 images, and I said print as 5 by 7. And I told it to not make it fit. I just told it to be the actual size, I think it is, so it doesn't cut off any of the margins. And then I cut these all out so I'd have small embellishments. So, you know, if you're like me, you would love to have a lot more smaller embellishments to decorate with. Well, when you do your digital download, look at them. A lot of times that one sheet that you're looking at would be really cute if you basically shrunk it by 50%. And that's almost what it does when you take an 8.5 by 11 and tell it to print as a 5 by 7. I like that. I found this one. It's just a little cute postage stamp, and I just thought it would be cute in the middle, like that. Mom duty. I understand. You got to take care of those little ones. Tell them to behave, or Santa won't visit. I was just thinking about my mom and some of her Christmas traditions that she did. I'll tell you a couple of them. So these were the cards from a couple of different kits. So they're different papers, different styles, but I kind of really wanted this to be so eclectic because it's all these different pieces. So I thought these would be super cute in the pocket here. All right, I don't know why you're catching on it. There we go. And then this is another one of those paper sack pieces that I glued one of Norella's images on. So we'll go right there. And you know, I've got one of these little guys, so let's put him there. So we've got lots of different embellishments. I didn't put anything over there. I started to. I have one of Norella's candy canes, one of my candy canes, and I have a postage stamp candy cane. I had a little piece of fabric, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to put on the inside here. I'm thinking maybe the Christmas candy cane in the corner, and then maybe this bigger candy cane from Norella with the words candy cane. I think I've got it. I was messing around with it earlier, and you know, like I said earlier, if you can't come to the idea, it's just not quite coming together, well, I just close this all up and set it aside. Take a picture of it, of one idea, and then come back to it. You don't have to do it right then, you know, you just put it away. All right, I think that's what we're gonna do. Glue this down. Okay, trying to make sure I don't get in the fold. Keep it out of the fold. We may have some bad weather coming tonight and tomorrow, I think. My phone told me that severe thunderstorms, possible tornado, high winds is coming this way, and it may bypass us completely, but being that I'm in Oklahoma, which is the central part of the United States, a lot of times we get these types of storms that blow in. Now you're over the pond, are you not, Elizabeth? What kind of weather is everybody having right now? Nope, good weather in Kentucky, Sheila. You're having beautiful weather. Right now we're having it's cloudy and drizzly here. Okay, I like that. Weather for weather in Wisconsin. You're gonna get some snow, aren't you? Is it snowing there, Margie? Isn't it snowing for you guys? Or there's snow on the ground? All right, so the background is a Franken page that I made a while back. I just basically take all of my pieces and bits, and sometimes I purposely cut paper, and then I just start laying them out onto a piece of book page. I glue them in place, and then I stitch around them like it's a little miniature paper quilt. You're in Virginia. Snow, ice in the next day or so. Ugh, yuck. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Okay, for some reason I kept thinking you were overseas, which is not a bad thing, or, you know, it doesn't, whatever. All right, I like that. So I just put these two little corners on here. So we're just going to slide this. He's fat. He is fat and sassy, but he fits. And we have something in there. We have something in there. Okay, good. Trying to move some stuff around. All right, so I had this one. We had this one. I have this one. And then I have this one I made. So here I tore the page after I put some book page on the back side of it.
and I laid down a paper doily that I sprayed with Tattered Angels. So if you look, this is actually where it belongs on that page. And it just kind of gives you that pocket relief. Hey, Janice, thank you for your donation. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Amanda, Mrs. Edmondson, Terry, and Margie. I greatly appreciate y'all making donations to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I made some journaling cards. This is scrapbook cardstock in the background. One of Norella's images here and her words. A page out of, I think, a Bible that I have behind me that's falling apart. And then here's another page tab that I made. This time what I did was, while it was laying flat, I took a piece of fabric and laid it from corner to corner. I grabbed some eyelash yarn and laid it on top and then just stitched over it. That was after I folded it and added some distress ink. Then I stitched on it, and then I stitched it onto the card. So that was in here, and I repeated it over here. It's just got a different image here. It's blank on the back. And then I had some coffee dyed cardstock, and so I stamped it using the walnut stain and the snowflake cluster. And these were tabs out of one of the kits. It might have been out of the planner kit for Christmas wishes. I'm not positive. And I thought that'd be cute there. And then on this side, I stenciled with one of the stencil clubs, don't remember which one. I used my gingerbread rubber stamp, my little bitty label rubber stamp, so it's a little label. And then I have another word set that has gingerbread in it. This is some fabric. I wanted it to be pretty on both sides, so I sandwiched fabric back to back, and then I laid a piece of lace on this side and stitched it as a snippet, if you will, and then I glued it into place. So there's a couple ladies that have been sharing that they're going through their fabric scraps and they're just pinning them together, and then while they're watching TV or grandchildren or children, and then they'll go to their sewing machine and then just stitch down the middle just as fast as you can, and then you take a moment to cut them all apart and you have all these little snippets. Well, that's kind of what I did here. This is another one of Norella's images that I shrunk. There's a piece of music paper in the background and then the fabric. And this was a coffee dyed piece of paper on the back. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages that are done. So I'm going to put them over here, here. Here's another page that I made. So this time it was a mop-up page. So whenever I spray through a stencil, I'll take a piece of paper and lay it on top of the stencil that has Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist on it, and it'll soak it up and it'll leave a pattern. Then I came back in and used one of Norella's images and words and my rubber stamps. This was a floating pocket that I shared with y'all last week, which is basically a book page here that I folded up so that it had multiple pockets. This was a rubber stamped image. Made a little journal card using the word memories. Up here is another chipboard piece. This time I didn't paint it. I just glued it straight down onto a gel print. Sending hugs and prayers, Terry. I hope she gets better. All right, in the back side I just stamped it, Be Merry. And then there's a pocket here. And then this was some of Norella's graph paper, and I stamped a scrap of a book page with Merry Christmas and stitched around that. And then I made an altered paper clip by using some of the squares that come in the label for the large journal kit. So they're perfectly square. And basically, I'll show you what I do. We'll get a piece of paper here. So I've got basically 2 pieces of paper here. You could cut it if you want. I don't need it to be that big, so I'm just going to do this. And then I take a paper clip and put it over. So basically, I now have this sandwich going on. Okay, if you tape this down with some packing tape, use some really good adhesive, then when you go to put it on your page, let's go at the fold, because you've got these layers, Now you've got a double-sided paper clip and you can't see the paper clip. So if you're, you're like, oh, I'd love to use paper clips, but I don't want it to see what it is on the other side. So before I glued it all shut, I put a jump ring on the paper clip and then let the paper clip stick out just a tiny, tiny bit. Then I used a bulb pen and some beads and a charm that I put on another jump ring. I think it flows better if it has the jump rings. If you don't use the jump rings, it kind of has a tendency to get hung a certain way and act stiff. So that's the way you do that, okay? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. This was another one of Norella's kit items. So I thought this could go here. And now that I've got it pulled off the page, I got to find the opening. Okay. I don't want it super high because I don't want it to interfere with what's on the other side. But now we've got it here. And then when you flip it over, and we've got a little charm. Okay. Over here is one of the page flags from Norella's kits, and then a little fussy cut. And I used a scrap of paper going underneath so that I could kind of have the candy cane coming out. And this was a sticker that was given to me by my aunt-in-law, I guess you could say, Henry's aunt. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Diane. And I just glued it, because even though it was a sticker, it wasn't sticking. I glued it to a piece of cardstock and punched a hole, and I just thought that would be kind of cute. I mean, you can't really see that it's to from. These are the stickers that I picked up, and I stamped the mistletoe in the background. Another page tab that I sewed, and then of course the snowman. Okay, so we got that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, here's another 6. So here I have, and I know it's red, 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 red. So maybe what I'll do, let me find another piece of green, and let's make a tall green card. How's that? We got to break it up just a little bit with some other color. And I don't want red. I know I have somewhere. Here we are. I've cut a bunch of these years ago when I made Christmas cards. And I cut them basically 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And I would use them here and there. I didn't really like using them as a base because they felt too flimsy to me. So I've just been slowly using them up. So let's make this let's make it a 7-inch. I think that would be good. Let me lay this on here. So we'd have about that much sticking up the top. I think that'll be a good idea. So I'm going to cut that to 7 inches. And let's cut it 5. Maybe have to cut it less. Let me see. I don't know how far over I put my, is that going to be, so 5 inches to there. It would be tight. So maybe we'll do 4 3/4. That way it'll fit and not get in the binding. Okay. You won again, Sheila. Oh my goodness. Are you abusing the system? Are you bribing Junkie Joe? Oh dear. Good job, good job. All right, let's stamp around the edge, I think. Maybe with the, I kind of like using the mistletoe. Let's add some distress inks real fast and see. All right, so they wanted me to do a winter journal, a dog/cat pet journal. I think I need to collect a few things for that, so I'm going to wait. Somebody said they wanted me to do New Year's, but I'm not into New Year's, so I would just make a planner is what I would do. Okay. So what other ideas would you like? All right, let's see. I think I want to do the mistletoe around the edge. So it'll give it a little bit of a pattern. So I'll grab my stamp block. JJ likes you. No bot kissing. double. Sheila double dipped her Dawn dishing soap. We need one more alliteration there. She dipped her dewy hands. Nope, that's too many. She's, I kind of like adding this around the edges. I should have tilted it back and forth, but now, do we do both sides or are we going to move on? I think you get the gist of it. So that'll go there. And I think, this one, the printer double imaged it, but I think it's okay. So let's put that right there in the corner. I mean, we're using everything. You can pretend that this was a misprint that you got. And then this is just a simple card. This was a die cut here. And so after I die cut and took that out, which was like a little fake doily center, I ran this through my embossing machine with the holly leaf embossing folder. I stamped on another piece of paper that I figured would fit behind the hole there and colored him in with some watercolor pencils. I left the back blank. So that is on a piece of scrapbook paper. And then this is, again, scrapbook paper. Here's another one of these pockets that I made during the live last week. So it's just kind of a collage of stuff. This is a brown paper sack that I stenciled. Eclectic Christmas Journal, Julie. You may do another Eclectic Christmas. Bot kisser. A circus journal. I haven't done a circus. Now, I could do, instead of circus, how about I pull out the Punked Out Steam journal kits? That could get me really inspired. Because they kind of, with they're all done with animals. There's no humans. They're all animals with steampunk stuff. Or eclectic, anything you want, Julie says. It could be even a circus planner for those who live in a circus daily. You're saving stuff to make one for you, Margie. Fun. Okay, so let's put that in here. Another kind of collage card I made that I glued a piece of paper on the background. I was going to sew these, but I didn't, so I'm just going to add a little glue right there. Put that right in here. I may want to switch these so that this is closer to the edge so it doesn't end up in the binding. And then we've got this big tag. I think I'm going to put it behind. There. And then on the inside I did some stenciling, stickers on top of, and then this is rubber stamps, some of Norella's words. There. Poke that down in here. Alrighty. I think what I'm going to do is I've got some pretty plain pages. I'm going to set those aside for a moment, and I've got a idea that I want to do for this last fancy page, if you will. So I'm just going to move a few things out of the way. Okay. I need to clean my hands off again. I'm kind of resetting my thought, if that makes sense. You know, sometimes when you're in the middle of what you're doing, you can get caught up and or confused about what should I do next. So just take a moment and stop. All right, so I've got some little elements here that I was looking at. What I want to do is, this is another Franken page that I made. And I think what I want to do right off the bat, I was trying to decide how I wanted this page to come together. I don't think I want an additional pocket between the pages because this journal is already pretty fluffy, and I have some ideas of what I want to do next. So I'm kind of thinking that what I want to do is just stitch around that outside edge all the way around. Sometimes I leave that because I end up stitching the other piece of paper that's on the back. But I know that I really need to stitch down this side. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Just stitch all the way around. You go from card making, junk journals to diamond painting, mixed media, etc. Kind of rotate around. Aussie themed things and actually make a journal with it. You should. You should. Do it, Julie. I've even sent you Aussie things, which may be silly, but I think that I gave you a lady's handkerchief that said Australia on it. I think. All right, so I'm just going to stitch all the way around. What else was it that I was thinking of? Oh, gel printing. So no one wants me to do a gel printing session during my live stream. I want to sit and do some gel printing, so maybe that's something I'll do after the first of the year, is pick a day and just come in here and do gel printing to my heart's content. I am about to dye a white jacket. It is going to be my secret sister gift that I've got to get finished quickly. And I'm going to dye it purple. Her favorite color is purple. So I've got to dye that, and I'm already planning to grab some different papers, some cardstock and text weight paper, so that when I'm done dyeing her garment, I can use that dye to dye some paper so I can have it. You need to learn about gel printing? Sheila says gel printing. Yes, please. Yes, please. You love it? Well, I'm glad you do. Okay. Move this out of the way. So what I want to do is I need to kind of decorate this side, and I also want to add a little flip out, if you will. Now I saved this calendar that was given to me, and it's from 1973, and look at all the writing that this lady put on here. So I'm going to do this. Do I do gel printing, please, please? Okay. If I get enough people that say gel printing, we'll do it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not really sure how tall this is, so I'm just going to cut off where that circle is because I don't really care to see it. And I'm going to flip it around. All right, so it's almost 8.5 inches tall. So I'm okay with that. So how big is it? It is under 10 inches. So I think what I want to do, I think we'll just fold it in half. So I put my bone folder back where it goes. So I was thinking that this could be a little flip out. So when it's on this side of the page, okay, that you would open it up and you can flip it over. Or I could put it to where this piece is here and it flips over this way and then it opens out. Okay, I think that's what I want to do, where it opens out this way. So we're going to put it to where it comes along this edge and then folds over this way. Okay, so what I need is a piece of book page or something to adhere these together so that I can fold it back and forth. And since I'm going to have to cover the inside anyway, I'm just going to grab any old book page that I have here. Kind of grab that glue and make it down the page. Let's cut off the excess. All right, we're at 521. I haven't completely designed what I want to do to the cover. It just kind of depends upon how things go. All right, so I'm just kind of lining these up. Let me flip this over. I want a little bit of a gap so it'll fold without buckling. Ah, it's sliding on me. The wet glue. All right, we'll let that set for just a moment. So basically we're going to fold this and then it's going to fold in again, okay? And we have this pretty picture. So what we need to do is put something on the back side. I could do scrapbook paper. I know I have some more coffee dyed paper. I was trying to see, I thought I had a gel print. We could layer some other stuff. Oh, I like this print. What if we were to glue that on this side, okay, over that card on the back side, and then let's add some writing space. So I've got a piece of coffee dyed paper. So if I glue this, I may go ahead and just glue it, but only cut off a small piece of it. So if I slide this down, I think I want it to come past the fold, but I don't need it all the way. I'm going to glue it down. I'm just going to glue it down. Okay, I wasn't going to, but I'm trying to see if I need to trim any of it off, and I do need to trim a smidge. I know I'm talking to myself. Thank you. You love it? You love it? Okay, okay, good. Colorful. I don't know. I just wanted to add lots of pretty colors. So this is one of my Christmas gel prints, and I'm thinking that it should fit very well. I may have cut it a little too short, but that's okay. We're just trying to cover up the majority of that. So I'm just going to glue this down. So I'll add some glue along the edges here. This will also help strengthen my fold here in case my book page is a little fragile. Okay. Had to step away. You're back, Heather. Thanks for coming back. All right, I'm going to try to center this as best I can from top to bottom, all the way across. Get my bone folder. Push that glue out to the edge. Now I could go to the sewing machine and stitch around this outside edge, which would help tie it all together. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go back to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch around this, but I'm going to stitch from this side. So the first thing I need to do is make sure I fold this in half so it's easier for me to get under the needle. And I don't need to sew all the way, but I want to sew to where it comes right to this edge here. And I think I'll even sew around this piece. So we're just going to sew all the way around. Julie is in Australia. Okay. So what I'm going to do is start here. Hopefully I have enough thread. And we're going to stitch. I found this calendar today while I was digging around, or was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I was digging around in a bag full of stuff that was given to me. I think this was the bag of stuff. My brother went to an auction and he bid on this box and a bag. And in the bag, it had a bunch of floral calendars. And then there was a sketchbook where the lady had been sketching some of the flowers from the calendars that she had. So I've had it set aside for a little while, and I moved some stuff yesterday and I saw that bag and I'm like, you know, I need to look in there and see what I can find that I could use. And I found that whole calendar. All right, so I'm gonna fold this over and go this way. Okay, let's go back over here. You like that? Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I have this upside down. I want it to go this way, okay? Now, my thought was take a piece of this coffee dyed paper and put it in the middle. And I'm thinking now what I'm going to do is, I hate to cut that off, but I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna fold it in half. And I know I want it to be a little bit smaller than my page. So I'm gonna kind of do this, look at it this way and go, all right, if it's here, I wanna tear off. Okay, and then I'm going to rotate it, and I want it to not come all the way to the edge because I really want to see some of this paper behind it. So I'm thinking I'm going to come down just a little bit and come in just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to come around, and I think I want to come up here. That's going to come there, so maybe right about there. So now, if I take this piece and lay it in the middle, we still get the gel print around the outside edge. What do you think? I love stitching on. Yes, that's a stencil. That is from, if you look, Christmas gel print on my website, in the description it tells what stencil club I used, because this is from a stencil club, and you are welcome to just do 1 month of the stencil club if there's a set that you want. Just make sure you cancel the subscription before the renewal date and you won't get the next one. But honestly, you know, you do get 3 different stencil sheets with 4 different patterns, so it's really a great value. So what do you think? We kind of just added that. I want to look. Oh, I had these. Would that be something? These were just some scraps that I had laying on my desk, so I was just kind of, can you see them? Not really. They're not super dark. Maybe if I had a piece of, maybe a piece of green, something I need something green. Yeah, I think I like that. I have this little piece, you know, this might be enough. It's just a little smidge of green. I think that gives enough. So let's take this piece and cut it, and we'll just make little mats in the corners here. I may even put them on top. Okay. Use your machine more. Get it out. All right, let's go here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so not quite 2 inches. So there is one. I'm just going to take this piece and lay it on top. And cut it again. Okay. Maybe we'll find a couple of more little thingies that we can put on here. Let's add some distress inks to those pieces, see if that helps. Okay. Slide these corners to the edge. Alrighty, going over here. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me and giving me ideas of what you would like to see in some upcoming live streams. If there's something that you would like to see happen, let me know. We're going to do some gel printing. I'm contemplating doing a pet journal. So it'll be a journal all about pets, like cats. I have some bird stamps so we could pretend that we have birds, right? Maybe I need to make some stamps about our pets. I did make glitter. Let's see, what is it? Cat hair is my glitter. I did make that, and I also made dog hair is my glitter. So I'm thinking something like this and something like that. And let's look at our fussy cuts and see if there's something that would kind of fit. I got this little Santa Claus. What else do I have here? I have some images hiding from me. Oh, maybe we'll do these guys. So these are bigger. Or maybe this one. No, I think I like. What do you think? Oh, you can't even see it. No wonder. Just say, Linda, we can't even see it. What do you think? Can I put in those in the corners like that? Now we're not going to see all of this over here. Okay? This is going to be covered up. And I think I like that. So let's layer these together. Raffle! Y'all enter the raffle! Alright, I gotta hurry. I have got to hurry if I'm going to do the things I want to do. I get ideas, and I try to work on as much of it as I can before the live stream so that we're not waiting on me to do one thing that takes 45 minutes. So I try to do a little bit of pre-planning, and then sometimes I like to just let it flow. Let's see how it happens, how it comes together. All right, so we're going to glue this down where it's in the fold. Okay? Glue it down, glue it down. So we created some writing space. I don't think we needed another pocket. But we could, when we glue down these corner pieces, glue them as tuck spots so that things could be tucked into them. All right, what did I do with my, did I actually put it up? I don't think I did, but I got one. All right, so I'm just making sure that's in there and then smooth it out. Not yet. I'm going to try to work on it. And I may make it a December leading into January, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get one done by January 1st as well. Okay, I like that. Like that. So this will be like that, and then you'll flip this over. Yeah, so we're going to make these tuck spots. Using all these painted papers, scraps of paper. I may need to do one more Eclectic Christmas Journal. Oh, I did that wrong. Not that corner, Linda. Okay, I gotta wipe off the glue on the wrong side. Okay, that's what I wanted. All right, doesn't seem to be wet, but I've got a little bit of goo there. Okay, now it should fit right here. All right, so we got this concoction over here. I'm going to fold this over so we can train our page. Okay, and then this will fold out. So now I want to put something on this side. So what I've got is a piece of sheet music that I want to put over here and have it flip out. So I'm going to glue it down. Putting some glue right on here. And I think it's 5 inches with the, and then with the little tab. So I'm just going to line this up with the edge as best I can. Okay. Okay. And then I have a piece of coffee dyed paper that I made. Uh-oh, where'd it go? There it is. And then I had a gel print that I wanted to put on here. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to put that over the gel print? Or do we want to put it under the gel print? I think I want it over. All right, so what I want to do right now is take this piece and glue it down. It's just a gel print strip, 1 inch. I think I made it a half an inch shorter than my page. And my thought was I want to glue it so that it's kind of coming down the spine of where this fold is, so that if the book page, the music sheet, rips, well, this has got acrylic paint and a book page on the other side, so it shouldn't fall out. All right, let's put this guy right here. So we got a double flip out. This is going to be the center of the journal, I've decided. Okay. Yeah, I'm almost sold out. I have, I think, 6 left, maybe 5 left. Okay. So this is going to fold over and fold back. Just kind of train it up a little bit. I didn't, we didn't do stitching. I don't think it needs the stitching. I do have another Calico Collage image that I thought would be good in the corner there. So let's put this up there. Oh, I was gonna do we want to do some rubber stamping real fast? I'm running out of time. All right, let's put him right here. Put that right, come on, quit sticking to my finger. Put that on top for a second. I don't know if I have, oh, here we do. That may be too big though. I was trying to see if that was too much in the corner. I don't know, I think maybe we'll do it. I haven't used any Tattered Angels today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just adding some Distress ink to the edge because it's a lot of times easier if you do it while it's dry. I'm going to get my spray box out. I need to put some more paper in here. I've just noticed that I've used all of my sheets and I keep flipping them over. All right, so let's just kind of put that there. So what color? How about red? So I'm getting the Christmas Wishes color. It's a red, I think it's got a pearlescent color to it. Raffle time, y'all get in on the raffle. We just got a couple of minutes. All right, so I'm just kind of adding some tattered angels. And by the way, I haven't put them in my shop yet, but I do have now some caps. So you can take the sprayer out and then put a cap on. That way you can take your sprayer and wash it out in the sink. And I highly recommend that on some of these thicker colors because it can clog up the mechanism if you leave it in there to dry. So what I would recommend is put a cap on it, take it to the sink, rinse it all out, rinse some water through it, and then put it back on, but don't use it right away. And then when you're ready to use it, you just have to pump it a few times and it'll get the color up into it. So that was something I wanted to tell you while I was waiting for this to dry. Honk, honk, beep, beep. I know. Y'all get in on the raffle. I need a drink. Get some tea. Okay. I got your back. Oh, there was two. There were two. That happens sometimes. Okay. You know what? We may use that piece of paper. All right. I was thinking of putting that up here and then putting this over the top of it. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, y'all into the raffle. Okay, just kind of picking up some of that glue. Let that glue dry, and then we'll glue this on top. That means I gotta come up with another prize. Oh dear. All right, let's cut this off. So I'm gonna kind of rotate this around so I can see it. Well, yeah, I'm gonna cut it off. I may use it somewhere else another time. Could be today, could be another day. Okay, got it. All right. Well, that's kind of cute. So then this will go that way, and I have something that I want on this side, but we're gonna do the raffle. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is, okay. All right, so we're gonna give away this little packet of thankful goodies that Jennifer gave, and I think, why not? Do I have a penny up here? I don't see one. Sometimes I do. All right. Let's pick a winner. Yeah, that's what I said. This is a prize donated by Miss Jennifer. I have it right here. Stencil over the other piece of paper. Okay, okay. Stencil over this one. Yep, okay, I will. All right, so let's pick the winner here. I'm just rattling away my own little cage. All right, I think everybody's in. The winner of this little packet of goodies is Sheila. Congratulations, Sheila. All right, so we're gonna reset that. Go like here, and we'll go. I know this is going to be strange, so I'm going to start it with that anyway. I decorated this little wrist wallet at, I think it was Creativation or something like that. So it's a little wallet. It's pleather. It's nothing fancy. I mean, I'm not trying to talk it down, but it was just something that I made, and it's been sitting here on my shelf, and I'm not using it. So I thought, why not pass that along? It even has some sequins on it, has some glitter paint. I think, here, I'll see if that fits in there. This is a little faux envelope that I made. So, hey, look at there. It fits. So we'll give that away. How's that? Okay? All right, open console. So some of you may not want that, but I thought it'd be interesting. Maybe you could use it with your when you're traveling and you're scrapbooking. All right, so we need to stencil over this piece. So let's look at the stencils. You know, oh, I kind of like this one. I think that one will be good. All right. All right. All right. I found one. I found one. I found the one I want. I think it's from the December Christmas Dream stencil set. It's the half sheet. And what color? Green or brown? I've been doing the brown with the other colors, and I know some of y'all really like that vintage look. So we're gonna do walnut stain. So I'm just gonna come in here gently. There may be some red on my stencil, so a little bit of red may transfer. Or I must have used this on the red, I don't know, because I'm seeing some red. But I think I like that. Is that better? I think it's better. I'll clean my stencil later. All right, so that's going to come over. Again, this is thin paper, so I wanted to add a little bit more body to it. So I started a little pocket here. Basically, it was just a scrap of printed paper from the Christmas Wishes kit. And then I glued some strips of paper to it, so it's thin, it's copy weight. Okay, so I glued a strip of paper here and then more on the edges to make a little gusset. And then on this side, I glued down a scrap of coffee dyed paper and then a 1-inch strip that kind of mimics what's happened over here. And I thought that would be kind of cute right here on this side. So I'm going to glue here and here. And put it right here. Like so. I think that's kind of cute. I think I want some kind of something across here. I don't want to mess it up, but what I could do, if I got a scrap of paper here, I think I can do this, and a scrap of paper here. How about if we put lines on that? So this is the journal lines, and it's a frame bordered journal lines, I think is what I called it. All right, so I'm just going to stamp that. I'm getting a little bit of a glare across, and you just press straight up and down. You don't wiggle. Okay, and then we're going to keep going. And we're going to go, we might as well go to the top. All right. Ta-da! What do you think of that? I like it. And then I have, where is it? I have a tiny, tiny pocket that I want to put right here. So I'm going to glue that down. It was just a scrap that I had laying here, and I was like, ooh, if I cut that just a little bit, I can make it fit and be a tiny pocket across the page. I'm elf sized right here. I think I'm going to glue that down up there. So now I have 2 pockets. I need to fill them. I made this earlier. This is another scrap of paper sack. This was just a scrap of one of my Franken pages that I cut up. This is one of the gnome rubber stamps in my shop, and I use watercolor pencils to color him. And I use my label and ho ho ho. And that's going to go right here. Hopefully I made it where it's going to fit and hopefully not fall out. All right, so now we've got a need for a pocket there. I just saw this paper. Let's make a 5x7 journal card. So I'll cut that at 5 inches. I gotta hurry, 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 hurry. Oh, I've just realized I can't make it 5 inches because we're gonna go from here to there. So whatever that is, which will be 4 inches. So I'm gonna cut it at 4 inches. Now that should fit. Now that looks better, doesn't it? So it doesn't look so plain. All right, let's round the corners. Maybe we'll use a piece of this doily. I don't know if it's got the right corner. Oh, that would work if I put it right here on the corner. Let's glue that down. Yeah, my craft room is in my home. I have a 11 by 14 bedroom with a walk-in closet, and my room is full from floor to ceiling. I have shelves going up above me. Sometimes I'll show you, well, you probably can't see it from this one, but I'll move it. So if you look up there, that goes all the way to the ceiling. And I got it over there, and then I'll go slower over there. So you see it's floor to ceiling. I'm not kidding. I have a lot of stuff. Okay, I like that. So now let's add some distress inks. Yeah, I've had a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff in here that I've collected for a long time. We've lived in this house since December of 1999. No, 1998. I don't know why I said 99. 1998. We came in December of 1998. Okay, that's going to go in there. So what do we need to put right here? We've got a gnome. What else do I have in my pile of stuff? I have December 25th. I think that's simple enough, isn't it? Let's put that right here. Can't wait to get your craft room set up. Yeah, I'm ready to come help you. Aww. Just do it, Elizabeth. Just do it. Just move in there. That's your space. Because I'll tell you what, if you don't move in there, they will come back and live with you. You can always keep it as a guest bedroom. Leave a bed in there. Okay, I like that. So that's going to go this way. So, and that's going to go this way. All right. So we need to put something right here in the middle. And I just so happened, I saw this piece that I started spraying. I kind of feel like that might look good in the middle. I don't know. I could spray the rest of it with some Tattered Angels. We could also do some collaging over it. I think I need to trim it. So I'm going to trim it just shy of 11 inches. Just a tiny, tiny bit. So if I lay this in here and then pull this over. Okay. So I think we need to add some color to the rest of that page. All right. I think we're going to stencil over here. So how about maybe this stencil? In fact, I may use both because it'll kind of tie this piece in by having it over here though. on this side. I don't know. That's my thought. Since we did red, let's do a different shade of red, and maybe some of the other colors that are in the kit. Where'd the red go? Linda, where'd you put it? Oh, here it is. Pearl red. I've got the Vintage Glow. Your kid moved back home at least 2 times before she was finally gone. Yeah, I know several people. I'm the only one in my family of my mother's children who did not move back home. I came close to moving back home, but I didn't, because Henry allowed me to move in with him, and then we got married 6 months later. I was going to move back home and commute 45 miles every day to and 45 miles home, because I was in an apartment and it was just too expensive and I just couldn't quite afford it. So I was going to move in with my parents and drive, but Henry was like, you're going to spend as much on gasoline. Why don't you just move in with me? I have an extra bedroom. He had a 3-bedroom little house. And so I moved in, and I even had a craft room and everything. And then we got married. Been married for 30, what is that, 1992 is when we got married? 30 some odd years? Okay, what do you think? Let's add some distress inks to the edges after I dry it. To keep the spray from getting on what was underneath the box. Yeah, I have done that. I have done that. I try to make sure to spray in the box. I have sprayed pieces of paper that were on my desk, you know, so I have done that. Okay, let's glue this in after I put some distress inks on. So my mom, for Christmas, these were some of her Christmas things she would do. She would ask us questions about things that we would want. And for example, I wanted a boom box. It was the year that those portable boom boxes came out in the 80s, you know. And I loved music. I would listen to music all the time. You know, I had a handheld radio, kind of like they called it a Walkman, that had FM, AM radio. I had a radio in my room that I would listen to. They had purchased records for me when I was younger. And so I said I wanted a boom box, a cassette player, and recorder if possible. This goes this way. So my mom bought that for me for Christmas. And what she did was she had me open a bunch of little bitty gifts. And they were, which were not cheap, they were cassettes, music, and double D batteries. And then I got to open the boom box. But she wouldn't just give you the gifts. She would hide them in the Christmas tree. So you had to go and hunt in the Christmas tree proper, up top of the Christmas tree, and look for presents that she had stuck in the branches. You won! So that was something that I always enjoyed that she did for us kids. You know, the simplest gifts. Nothing really elaborate, really, because we were broke. We didn't have a lot of money. I was surprised that I even got the boom box, because I know it wasn't cheap back then. But she bought it for me because I'd asked for it, and I shared it with everybody. We would use it to, you know, at the family. All right. Okay, I like that. This is going to go like this. All right. You need to stay in there for a minute while I fold this. I'm running out of time. Okay, I want something over here. So I'm thinking of putting those right there. I need something to put on the other side, and then I need to get this journal together. It's 6 o'clock. I've been just yammering away. Yeah, you thought you were some kind of special when you got your first Walkman. I know. Yeah, she was good. She did some fun things. For Easter, she would make an Easter basket for us. And then she would hide the Easter basket. And so we would have to find the Easter basket just to start the day. For Valentine's Day, she'd make baskets of goodies for us and give us that for Valentine's Day. Regardless of what happened at school or anything else like that, we got something from her. And it was really neat when she would do that. She didn't do it all the time, but it was neat when she would do that. Okay, I think I do have this Admit One ticket that we could put over here. We could use that as a tuck spot behind there. I think so. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Yeah, it's back when you actually died in video games. You don't just, get back up and start where you left off. She bought us an Atari one year, video game console, and then she would buy 1 or 2 games for Christmas, and we played that for years. I like that. Yeah. Okay, I think that over there. Maybe some words. Oh yeah, I forgot to put this little word phrase over here. I was going to put Santa's little helper, and I had some red paper. So let's glue that together. I knew it was missing something. Well, I was going to do a different type of closure. I think I'm going to have to just hurry and get this journal put together. All right, let's put this right here. We got a little pocket there. This says, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Yeah, let's put that there. Why not? Okay. And this goes that way, and we have a little journal card there. And then I don't have anything under there yet. So let's see. I thought I saw a couple of... Oh, I found my other bone folder. I had this little card. Oh look, it's the same images. That's funny. It may even be from the same kit. Okay, I like that. We didn't put any words over here, but I have I have joyful and ho ho ho. How about if we just kind of put them in the corners like that? I don't know. I feel like I really want to decorate and decorate and decorate. Just add more stuff. Okay, and then this closes over. I didn't put anything over that image. It's just such a pretty image. I didn't want to put anything over it. It is going to pop up a little bit. Maybe as the journal gets used, it'll kind of get trained. I just saw that I had this from, I think, the Christmas Dream set. And I think I'm going to glue that up high on this page. And then I can put some journal cards in the pocket. So we're getting that collaged effect behind it. And then I've got a couple little cards here. Maybe something plainer. A little bit plainer. Oh! I've got a square. Let's put something like that. You know, that's kind of cute, putting that on the... I kind of like that. And then you'll have that sticking up. All right, so let's add some distress inks and maybe around the corners. You're going 20 years with your van. That's a long time. Mine's a 20, my last vehicle that I still have is a 2011. So we're trying to make it last as long as possible. So I don't have to have a car payment. Because we like that little car. So I try to get the oil changed, and I'm about due for tires. Henry's car is due for tires. Okay, I like that. So I think I'm going to glue this on and then kind of glue it over to the edge. Hey, oh, I don't know why. Yeah, that's what I want. Hey, April, welcome. Hercules wants to know why I'm still in here talking. All right, I was going to, yeah, I'm going to go up this side. So that if you want to stick a little something underneath right here, you can. So I'll have like a tiny, tiny little tuck spot. And then this will go right there. So it kind of breaks up that brightness. All right, let's flip this over. I don't have anything. Oh, I do. I have a belly band. I don't have anything to put in the belly band, but I have a belly band that I thought would look really good over here. I probably have another piece of scrapbook paper that I could cut really fast for a journal card. Let's see. I thought I saw something. Well, maybe I didn't. That's too big. I just saw this Christmas card and I thought I could use it. Ah, I do have that paper laying here. So let's cut it into let's do 7 inches. You know, I could, it'd be tall and skinny. Let's fold it in half. Like that. A little different. You just got a new tires about 3 months ago. Yeah. Uh-oh, you washed yours this year and had to have a patch? Ah, funny. Still had that car. I had a cute little car many, many years ago that I paid for cash. It was my very first car, and I had a drunk driver pull out and broadside me, and it totaled my car, and I was so sad. I loved that little car. It got me where I needed to go. My brother helped me get it in that he went with me when I was shopping, and there was something wrong with the engine. It needed some work, but he told me he could fix it. So I bought it at a really good price. Oh, you know what? Look here. I could do 2 layers of the same thing. I don't know. Oh, I didn't get it glued down. I don't think I'm going to put anything on there. I think I'm going to leave it. Okay. I think what I need to do now is I had a printed journal cover I saw. See if I can find it. If not, I'll have to go. Here it is. This was one that I already had, and I was thinking about cutting it and doing something else, but I'm running out of time. So I'll fold this over. Okay. And I think what I want to do is sew some ties onto the cover. So let's look at my fabric stash. I do have this ribbon. It's a little wide. It might be a little much to tie it shut. I could put it where I stitch it and then you wrap it. Let's see how that looks. Sometimes I don't like wrapping because I don't like how it covers up. I kind of like that. I could also tie it into a bow with this ribbon. You know, I think that's what I'm going to do, because you may want to put this in a different cover and then you could have the ribbon. All right, so we're going to get these other journal pages. I didn't decorate all of them. I think that's okay. This is going to be the center of the journal, so I'm going to lay that over here. I've got some plain pages. I'm just going to lay those right there. This is going to be the cover. This is a scrapbook paper. This is like text weight paper. These have the fabric on them. So I'm thinking maybe this one would be the very first journal page. I think I like that idea. And then we'll do, let's do this green page. So we got 1, 2, and then I want one of these fabric edged pages. So that's 3. And we're going to do 4. And we're going to do 5. And then we're going to do 6. And then 7. And 8. I may have to make a change. So let's do this. I want this to go in here. And then I want my big page. And I'm thinking now I want to swap this one with that one. I sometimes will do that. I'll flip through it a few times. This is one fluffy journal. It really should be a 2 signature. Look at that. It is so fluffy. All right, I'm going to flip through it again to make sure this is what I want. Man, that's a fluffy journal. Okay, so got 1, nothing on this page. I think I'm going to leave it that way because there's so much stuff in this journal that you kind of need the non-decorated pages. I could have stenciled on them, and then this is going to flip out. Okay, good. I think we got it. So I'm going to get my little clippies, and we're going to clip it. It is a chunky, fluffy, for sure. All right, so I'm going to put my clips on here and make sure that it doesn't shift on me. Trying to keep it V'd so that when I punch the holes in my pamphlet stitch, that it'll go through the fold down the center. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I don't do enough in these journals, and then today I feel like, wow, Linda, you went a little overboard. All right, so I've got my template, and this little card is going to give me fits. I'm going to just pop him into there. And then we're going to push down through here, making sure I'm going right through that spine. Right here. Okay, put that away. Got my needle out. Need 3 times. 1, 2, 3 in wax linen thread. Put that back over there. It's going to be a fun one to bind, that's for sure. Yeah, I was going to make a wrap cover for it, but I kind of ran out of time, so sorry. See, that maybe that's just, you know, What I should have done was said I'm going to split this journal up into 2 more journals. Because it's fluffy. It is fluffy. So I could have made this a 2, maybe a 3 signature journal. Give it a whole different look. All right, we're going to go here. Okay. Dropping things in the floor. All right, so making sure that I don't have anything in the way, just tightening that up, making a square knot. Alrighty, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the last raffle here. And then I'm going to do a flip through of this journal. Did we make our goal? We're going to give, I know this wristlet may not be anything you want, but I thought maybe somebody might want it. Do something fun with it. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this around and tie the bow. Y'all enter the raffle that haven't already. Thank you so much, Giovanna. Thank you so very much. Okay, so did we make the journal raffle? It's official. Okay, we made it. So kind of, this is not a true-sided, it's kind of single-sided, so I'm trying to twist it around so that we get the pretty side of the ribbon. I think that looks really pretty. All right, so I'm just going to cut this at an angle so we get that pretty little ribbon look there. We'll cut that one at an angle, made it a little bit longer just in case. Okay, so moving things out of the way, and we're giving away this little guy, right? It comes in handy having these baskets here because I can quickly kind of pop everything in them, and then my desk is cleaned off. It's like, boom, done, out of the way. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We made it. We did. Okay, perfect. Yes, you can. Ability crafting. If you have a challenge you want me to think about, please feel free to share it. Yeah, I'd love to have. You're talking about challenge for me to make a video for the Friendly Junk Journal people, or a challenge of you're trying to challenge me to do something. Yeah, she just wasn't here today because she was working. She gets paid for that gig, not for this one. All right, the winner of the wrist wallet is, with the little envelope inside, it's Janice. Congratulations, Janice. All righty, so let me set this over here and hit reset and okay. And then we're going to do the Christmas, do I have that? Christmas Junk Journal. All right, let's open giveaway. All righty, I'm trying to get, so it's not in the window. That bugs me sometimes when you can see it. Should I lay out pretty fabric? Maybe I should lay out a piece of pretty fabric so that, you know, we just have, look, the pretty green. Oh, I can even kind of, oh no, not the video messing up. Please don't mess up on me. Please don't mess up. Are y'all still with me? My computer's getting cranky. All right, I'm just going to slide this off, I think. No, I can't. Oh no, come on, computer. They have a hard time binding these and need to show them how. Yeah, these are so easy. Mobility make a journal with those who are mobility challenged. So one that you don't have to bind it like I did. Is that what you mean? Okay. It doesn't like the pattern, I guess. I don't know. Let me see what happens if it goes away. All right, let me quickly go through this. So we had this little pocket here in the front. I did not stamp it yet. We will do that before I get off here. I just did some Tattered Angels pages that I sprayed, kind of sticking that in, nothing on it, because there's just so much in this journal. We've got a journal card here. We have a Franken page, and we have a journal card there. Yeah, apparently the pattern was doing it. Didn't like the pattern. It went away. Okay, I got you. Okay, I can look at ideas for you. Like, for example, the accordion fold journals. If you don't bind them, you just fold paper back and forth. So is that what you mean? Does that help you? Probably less sewing. Maybe are you easy? Can you tear? Tell me what you can't do. That would also be, you know what? Send me a message of particular ways that people may need help with. For example, you can't use a paper cutter because you don't have the use of both hands all the time. So maybe a way to tear paper. Is that kind of what I'm thinking about? Okay, life is easy with 10 fingers, but not everyone has that to work with. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, if you donated today, these people donated: Janice Brammer, Diane Ditzenberg, Suzanne Roberts, Manda Dawn, the Mrs. Edmondson, Terry McNamara, and Margie, who is Filuke Feline Family, gave $50. So thank you so much for your donation. So those of you who have donated, please get in on the raffle. Okay, so this page had a altered paper clip and held that hey Rhonda, so glad you could stop in, lady. Yeah, okay, you can do it all, but you like to help hot clients. Okay, gotcha. You haven't still decorated it yet? You gotta decorate it. So this is a double-sided hidden paper clip. We've got another little page here that I put in some embossed. You know what I may do is another video going slower, showing the whole journal, because y'all have seen it today and we need to get off here. I don't want my computer to lock up. This is the center. It flips out and this flips out again. So you have all this colorful writing space. This is a pocket here. This is a pocket over here, and there's a pocket here. I used a paper sack and made a few journal elements for this journal. Hey Rhonda! Belly band, and then I just made a real simple, folded a piece of cardstock. I didn't decorate it any. I thought it just kind of looked pretty on that page. Plain coffee dyed paper. Another little folio using the chipboard and embossing powder. And made a little card to go inside. Use some stickers. I haven't used stickers in a long time, but I used some stickers that I picked up from Hobby Lobby for 80 cents. Maybe a flowish type with single elastic band and signature is not stitched. Gotcha. It's another paper sack. All right, is everybody in that donated? Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I try to do a lot of different things. A little notepad. That's why I really wanted this to be eclectic. So you got all the different looks to it. The stickers, stamping. This is a grocery sack. This is a Christmas card that I put in and added pockets to the back and to the inside. And then this just fits in these corners. So if you got something really pretty and you don't want to cover it up, well, you can put 2 corners on it and slide it in. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Isn't the Santa fun? He was fun. All right, and then we got this page. Okay, did I have something in here? Oh yeah. Another little journal card. Did to-do list. Okay. Plain, just Tattered Angels sprayed paper, coffee dyed paper, some fabric on the back side of this page, and then we've got back here. I happen to have this little piece of paper. I have a smaller one. Let's use this one. And then we'll stamp it and I'll sign it, put it in the book. What did you use? On the paper sacks that were made into journal cards, I used Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist with my stencil. And that was the Vintage Glow from the Christmas Wish Kit. Whenever I showed y'all a page that was made into a journal card, I'd sprayed it with the Tattered Angels. You know, I didn't sign it. I was getting ready to rip this. And this is December 12th of 22. You can barely see that too. Okay. And I think I'll make it just a little bit smaller. We'll add some distress inks and glue this in. All right, did everybody get in on the raffle? I think it's stuffed better than a stuffed crust pizza. Oh, that makes me hungry. All right, let's glue this in. Let's put it over in this corner. All right, so I've signed it. It's in there. I'll go back over it. I think I'm going to do another recording of it just to slow down and tell everybody what was in it. Christmas goose. Alrighty. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being here. I think next week, I haven't decided. I may do a winter themed. I may do another Christmas themed. I may just jump completely off the deep end and go back into spring. We'll see what happens. Y'all make sure that you leave me a comment after this video is over, what you thought about today, what was your favorite part, what do you like about it, whatever. Some suggestions of challenges or ideas that you would like for me to try or show. I'd love to have those. Maybe there's a theme that you would like to see coming up really soon. So just kind of share what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you. Greatly appreciate the feedback. Alrighty, let's see who wins. We have Terry in the raffle, Diane, Don, Mrs. Edmondson, Janice, Manda, Dawn, Margie, Rhonda, and Suzanne. Tim, were you missing? Janice, did you get in? Did I say your name? Yes. And Manda, Dawn. I think everybody's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody's in. All right, let's pick the winner. The winner is Terry. Congratulations, Terry. You have won the journal today. Now I get to take some pictures of it and pack it all up and get it sent to you. A winter one would be lovely. You like that idea, Elizabeth? Thank you, Diane, so much for being my administrator today. I hope you all have an amazing week. Do something fun. Do something to inspire someone else. Maybe make a little tag or a tiny card and pass it along to someone, either a good friend or maybe a complete stranger. See if you can get them to smile. It's amazing what a little kindness can do in this world. And I figure if we do just something nice for somebody else, maybe then they would also do something nice for someone else. And you know what? Just before you know it, everybody's being nice to everybody. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I always try to find something that is a little bit different, maybe. I'll try to inspire you. Use up my supplies, show you how to use your supplies, or even if you want to order a few things, do check the description box for some of the items that I shared today. And if you have any questions about where to find something, just put a message down below. All right, y'all have an amazing week. Lots of love to you, each and every one of you, and I hope that you do something fun and fabulous with your friends and family. We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye.